Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is one of the most influential personal finance books of all time. It challenges the traditional ideas about money, success, and education. The book is based on Kiyosaki's own life, where he compares the lessons he learned from two father figures: his biological father, the poor dad, and the father of his best friend, the rich dad. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. One of the first and most powerful lessons from Rich Dad is that the rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. While Poor Dad believed in job security, working for a paycheck, and climbing the corporate ladder, Rich Dad believed in financial independence through asset building. He taught young Robert that jobs are a temporary solution to a long-term problem. Instead of trading time for money, the rich build systems that generate cash flow. They buy or create assets like real estate, stocks, businesses, and intellectual properties that generate income with or without their active involvement. Lesson 2. Financial education is key. School teaches us math, history, and science, but very rarely are we taught how to manage money. Rich Dad taught Robert that without financial literacy, you can earn a lot of money and still end up broke. Understanding basic accounting, how to read financial statements, and knowing how to assess risk are crucial skills. Financial education isn't just for the wealthy, it's the tool that helps anyone become wealthy. Lesson 3. Mind your own business. This lesson is not about starting a business necessarily, but about managing your personal finances like a business. Instead of focusing only on your salary, you should focus on building your asset column. While Poor Dad worked hard for money, Rich Dad worked hard on building investments and businesses. Your goal should be to eventually replace your salary with passive income. Start small, buy dividend-paying stocks, invest in rental properties, write a book, or launch an online product. Lesson 4. The power of corporations. One reason the rich get richer is because they understand how to use corporations to their advantage. Rich Dad explains that the rich earn, spend, and then pay taxes. Everyone else earns, pays taxes, and then spends what's left. Understanding legal entities, tax advantages, and liability protection gives the rich a major edge. Financial intelligence includes knowing how to structure your income to keep more of what you earn. Lesson 5. Work to learn, not to earn. Rich Dad encouraged Robert to work jobs not for the paycheck, but to acquire skills. Learn sales, marketing, communication, negotiation, and leadership. These skills pay lifelong dividends. A person who can sell, market, and lead can create value in any environment. Poor Dad believed in specialization, but Rich Dad believed in diversification of skills. Lesson 6. The rich invent money. Opportunities are everywhere, but most people don't recognize them because they're not trained to see them. Rich people are creative, calculated risk takers. They make money by finding or creating opportunities. This could mean spotting a distressed property and flipping it, identifying a stock before it spikes, or starting a side hustle that solves a real problem. The rich don't wait. They act, learn, adapt, and grow. Lesson 7. Overcome fear, laziness, and arrogance. Fear of losing money is what holds most people back from taking control of their financial life. Rich Dad says it's okay to be afraid, but it's not okay to let that fear stop you. Likewise, laziness often appears in disguise, like being too busy. And arrogance is thinking you already know enough and refusing to learn more. To build wealth, you must constantly grow, fail, learn, and keep going. Bonus lesson: pay yourself first. Before paying bills, taxes, or debts, the rich always pay themselves first. This means setting aside money for investing before anything else. It builds financial discipline and puts pressure on you to become more resourceful with what's left. It's a powerful mindset shift. Final thoughts. Rich Dad. Poor Dad is not a how-to book, but a mindset book. It teaches you to think differently about money, work, and life. Success doesn't come from working harder. It comes from working smarter, thinking creatively, and continuously investing in yourself. Robert Kiyosaki reminds us that anyone can achieve financial freedom, not just by earning more, but by thinking like the rich. In the end, the goal is not just to get rich. The real goal is to achieve financial independence, gain control of your time, and live a life of purpose. Wealth gives you the freedom to do what you love, help others, and make a difference. Remember, you don't need a high income to be rich. You need a high financial IQ.